I'm Matt.
I'm Kerry.
We are the Stagmer brothers of Baltimore Knife and Sword.
Our work can be seen on film, Broadway, and at Renaissance festivals around the country.
We're going to be taking some of your favorite weapons to mash up into hybrids you've never seen before.
This is Man at Arms, REFORGED. The most iconic thing about Captain America is, of course, his shield. When we were first approached about making these shields, the idea was that they'd be small, like throwing stars. We couldn't have that. We wanted to make them bigger and badder, just like Captain America.
In CAD, I traced the Captain America shields in order for John to cut them out on the plasma cutter. The Captain America throwing stars are pretty straightforward. We just got to get our outer perimeter circle and our inner star drawn. John loads my designs into practical CNC and cuts the shield out of aviation-grade chromoly.
Using a center punch and compass, we lay out the lines for the stripes on the shields. After laying the lines out, we take the shields to the lathe where we cut the lines much deeper so they show after forming.
Here we're going to use a screw press to create the dishing in the shield. Start from the outside and we do a spiral all the way into the middle. Gives us the most even and deep dish. This one puts down about 40 tons of pressure. Using a different screw press, I'm now going to lay in the lines for the star. I first drew in my lines with a Sharpie. I'm literally just going to walk the chisel right up to the center. Now using a specially made fake rivet tool, just going to chisel in tips of the stars so they look like they're rivets. After chiseling designs into the stars, I form them on the press as well. Using a square stake, Ilya turned out the lips of the shields to create our puncturing edges.
Because right now, when you throw it, even if this is sharp, the curvature of the shield will not allow it to penetrate the object. When you have a straight surface that is parallel to the trajectory, it allows for the force to be transferred efficiently into the target.
After heat treating, I remove the scale on the wire wheel. Using a 60 durometer contact wheel, I smooth out the shields. Looks real uneven, doesn't look like much, but I'm going to use an old hot rodder trick. All we really do is just apply a little WD-40, and then we go to the Scotch-Brite. Using the drill press, I drill a hole in the center of the shield to then be able to plug weld the stars on. I hold the star in the center of the shield so John can MIG weld from behind. After I lay out my lines, I use a 2-inch contact wheel to serrate the edge on the shield. So we're doing 3 different Captain America shields. I thought it would be cool to show 3 different edges. Our first one had a serrated edge, this one's going to be a razor sharp smooth edge. I decided to give the third shield a really aggressive look. Using a Sharpie, I lay out my lines for grinding. Now I go back to the 2-inch wheel to grind in my radial saw pattern. After polishing the first shield, I tape it for paint. Following the guidelines that Kerry laid in on the shields, I use a razor knife to cut away some of the tape. After removing the tape from the first and the third rings, I spray on the first coat of red. Hey, what do you think? After the paint dries, I remove the excess tape. If you wait till it's fully dry, it'll pull some of the paint off with it. Now that we have our red base coat, I retaped and recut out the star. Now that the paint is dry, I remove the tape to reveal the star. You guys asked for Captain America throwing stars, so we're gonna give them to you.
we need to know what you want to see the guys build. So tell us in the comments below what hybrid weapon you want to see created next. And to make sure you don't miss it, please hit that subscribe button.